Aloha and welcome to my home. My name is Julie Mitchell and I'm a yoga teacher here on Maui for about 18 years. I've been teaching, 28 years practicing. So I'm really excited to bring this practice to you from my home, trying to help out with the flatten the curve. So with that being said, there's a lot of emotions collectively flying around, a lot of fear, uncertainty. So this is a time for our world to pause, I feel, to reflect, to reconnect. It's a great time to reconnect to family, or even clean out the closet that you've been meaning to do, or make a video, right? So there's something in yoga called Pratipakasha Bhavana. So when we take a negative thought and we replace it with a positive. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm so grateful for everything that I have in my life. And this is going to be an all levels practice, so do what you can and feel free to amplify it or modify it anytime. And let's see what happens. This is one of many to come. So today it's just going to be an hour. So I'm going to have you start with a heart opening. Let me just turn on some music and then we'll get started. So you want 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you're just going to lay on your back. Okay, so I'm going to angle this way so you can see what's happening. The first block is going to be at the highest level, narrow. The other block is going to be at the second height, right? Or the first height. It just depends on what's going on with your heart and your muscles. Eventually, this block is going to traction the base of the skull away from your head, so it's going to look like that. So let's just get all set up. You're going to come onto your sits bones, onto your gluteals. You can either extend your legs nice and long and forward, draw the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, reclining cobbler, or the knees bent up towards the sky. So the first block, ladies, you're going to descend right behind the bra strap, right below the bra strap. Gentlemen, just visualize, or it's right behind the kidneys. The other block is going to come right behind the nape of the neck, into the occipital. Right. You can kind of rock your head from side to side, massaging that area, and your arms extend out, just opening up to infinite possibilities. As you close your eyes and gaze inward at your heart, take a nice deep breath in through the nose, a soft, cleansing exhalation through the mouth. And then begin to filter the breath in and out through the nose with delicious ease. Without too much effort, just discover where the breath is going, where it's not. What is the taste? What is the consistency? What is the texture? What is the quality of the inhalation? And what about the exhalation? As we become aware of the breath, allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears, letting go of the weight of the world, letting go of the drama. And we come back to the breath. As we exhale, we contract the navel towards the spine and gently push all the breath up and out through the nose. And as we inhale, we fill up the lower belly in every direction possible. And then as we exhale, we take all those directions and contract them towards the midline, pushing all the breath up and out. Again, inhale deep down into the lower belly, into the rib cage. And then as we exhale, the rib cage contracts and the navel presses towards the spine, gently pushing all the breath up and out. Again, inhale deep down into the lower belly, spreading open the rib cage, swirling open the heart. As we exhale, the breath will leave the heart, the rib cage, and the navel contracts towards the spine. Inhale, healing, fresh new energy into the lower belly as it rises all the way up to the shoulders, massaging all those cares, concerns, responsibilities away. And as we exhale, the breath will leave the shoulders, the heart, the rib cage, and the navel contracts towards the spine. Again, inhale, fresh new energy into the lower belly as it rises like mercury in the thermometer all the way up to the shoulders. And then as we exhale, the breath will leave the shoulders, the heart, and the navel contracts towards the spine. Just continue to ride this wave of the breath, inhaling deep down into the lower belly, into the rib cage, all the way up to the shoulders. And as you exhale, the breath will leave the shoulders, the heart, the rib cage, and the navel contracts towards the spine. Keep the jaw soft and perhaps start to create wingspan throughout the arms, as though you're creating snow angels. But we're at home, propped up on blocks, just opening up through our heart center. If you find a hot spot, an area that doesn't feel so delicious, like mine's right about here, just hang out into that area. Take a few nice cleansing breaths in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then slowly allow the arms to come back down to the side body. Draw the kneecaps back up towards the sky. Stand the right arm above your head and then slowly roll off into a fetal position, feeling as snug as a bug in a rug. Feeling sensation in front of the heart, behind the heart, above the heart, below the heart, and out through the side of the heart. And then slowly allow yourself to elevate back up and come into a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. It could be a cross-legged position, and the legs could extend forward, right? Anything goes. Just feel those sits bones root you deep down into the earth as we reclose our eyes and gaze inward at our heart. And invite our hands together into Anjali Mudra, which is a prayer, as the thumbs nestle right in front of your heart center. We take time to reflect on at least 3 things that we're grateful for today. We bow our foreheads down to our hearts as we take time to set our intention for our practice. So it could be something like more love, laughter, compassion, patience, expansive hips, or something as profound as world peace. Regardless, it behooves your higher being as well as all others involved in this universe. And then inhale, open up your eyes. Interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, sweep them up towards the sky. Drop the chin into the chest, maybe rock the head from side to side, or pendulum your torso from side to side, whatever feels good. So I'm that teacher that really encourages you to explore, to create little micro movements, to customize all the poses unique and special for you. Inhale, look forward, flip the palms down towards the earth. Create a little bit more slack through the fingertips, and then drop the chin into the chest and use the heel of the hand to start to massage the nape of the neck, right? And scooping motions. It's like your own massage therapist right now. Exhale through the mouth at any time. It's a larger orifice than the nostrils to release any toxic thoughts, feelings, or sensations. Otherwise, just continue to filter the breath in and out through the nose. And then create a little bit more slack through the fingers. And inhale, gaze skyward like you're stargazing. And then as you exhale, chin melts into the chest, draw the elbows together. Again, inhale, hook the heart up towards the sky, slide the shoulders down the back body. And then as you exhale, chin melts into the chest. Just the weight of the arms is substantial. You don't need to tug or pull. We're just moving with ease and grace today. There's nothing to prove. Let's just get into our bodies so that we can be somebody. Good. Chin into the chest. Last time. Inhale, gaze forward. Sweep your fingertips onto your shoulder blades. Drop the elbows down, back, up towards the sky. Draw the elbows together, down. Good. Inhale, full shoulder rotations. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, elbows draw forward into the heart. Exhale, just release everything off the shoulders. Again, inhale, elbows click together up towards the sky. Exhale. Try to find equanimity, right? One arm is going to want to flow a little bit faster than the other. Just allow them to be balanced. Full range of motion. And as we exhale, the elbows come down, hands come down. Inhale, sweeping your heart, your head, your hands all the way up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, chin melts into the chest, wingspan the arms far behind the shoulders, like you're crushing a can. Again, inhale, maybe visualize you're drawing a healing bubble of love, of light, of protection around your vessel. And as we exhale, chin melts into the chest. Nothing can enter this bubble except for positive, healing, loving energy. Again, inhale, root down to rise up. And then as we exhale, thumbs travel down the center of our vessel. And we walk our hands forward. TP out through the fingers. Curl the heart up towards the sky. Plug the sits bones back behind you. In your way, walk it forward. Maybe you swish from side to side, like seaweed in a gentle ocean. Maybe you want to curl your heart up towards the sky and slide the shoulders down and exhale. Just move freely, feeling that low back release. And if you need to, you can always use blocks underneath the hands, right? I remember these days that this is as far forward as I could go. Remember, there's nothing to prove here. We're here to balance out our mind, our body, and our spirits. And then from here, let's take our hands and walk them off to the right, framing the right knee with the shoulders. Root down to that left hip. Inhale, hook the heart high. Exhale, wash your forehead closer towards your right knee. You can stay static and still and stay exactly right where you're at. Otherwise, perhaps you want to embrace your right wrist with the left hand and spread through the intercostal muscles, the left side of the rib cage, right? Like you're a fish breathing through your gills, and your gills are your rib cage. Then you might enjoy, inhale, washing the left armpit, left elbow up towards the sky, and then exhale, allow it to descend back down towards the earth. Again, inhale, rolling up. Oh yeah, sanding away all that jaggedness. Exhale. Again, inhale, washing up. Exhale, sweeping it down. One more time. Inhale, just shaking yourself free. Exhale. Walk your hands as far forward as you possibly can. Plug the sits bones back and enjoy your journey off to the left knee. Again, root down through the right hip. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, wash your forehead closer towards your left knee. Feel it in the low back. You're gonna feel it exactly where you need to feel it. Just kind of keep moving around so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And now the right hand embraces the left wrist if you have space, and spread through that right rib cage. And then inhale, swirl your right armpit, your heart up towards the sky, and then exhale, wash it back down. Again, inhale, roll your heart wide open. Exhale, wash it back down. Here we go. Inhale, effervescent, positive energy entering you. Exhaling, letting go of everything that no longer serves you. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Sweep the head back up towards the sky. And then draw your kneecaps up towards the sky. Spread your feet wider than your mat and flex your toes up towards the ceiling. Right, heel the hand close behind the gluteal, lift up through the heart, and windshield wiper your knees to the left or just to one direction, right? And then pivot onto the heels, stabilizing the knees, and then off to the right. Just back and forth, starting to become aware of all the connections in the hip flexors, in the gluteals, right? Back and forth, back and forth. Now we're going to pause off to the left side. The right knee comes directly out through the right hip. Try to root that right sit bone into the floor. Keep your feet flexed and become aware of the sensation in that hip flexor. Right? Just observe, don't judge. Pick that right hip up and look over the right shoulder. You get a nice little massage in that kidney area. And then look forward, pivot the heels onto the earth, and sweep the knees off to the right. If your knees are not on the floor, your feet are not wide enough, okay? So that left knee comes directly out through that left hip. Observe the sensation on this side. Root down through that left sit bone. How does it feel? Can you connect underneath there? And then pick that left hip up and look over the left shoulder. It should feel delicious. And then inhale, look forward. Good. Cross your legs once again. And then draw your body up onto your hands and knees. So if that doesn't work, Then you just find your own road, right, to every pose. How can you get there? So the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Point your toes back behind you. And then just start to trace the perimeter of your hands with your shoulders, warming up through the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. And then reverse the undulation or the circle. Breathing in and breathing out. And then pause. Allow the smile of your elbows to look at each other, so you're pouring your body weight into the thumb and the index finger, okay? So from here, exhale, stand on those shins like they're gigantic feet and bubble out through the back of the heart into a cat. And as you inhale, melt your heart down, pull it through the gateway of the shoulders, gaze skyward, balloon the belly out, and then as you exhale, chin melts into the chest, push into the shins, feel the energy reverb up. Again, flow at your own unique pace, inhaling into a cow, spread through the sits bones, making the hips large, and then exhale, round through the back, take the sits bones towards the tailbone, making the hips tiny. Just a few more ebb and flows. Remember, if you want to hold your cat or your cow for a few breaths, like I'm doing, you get to. If you want to create an underbite when you're in your cow, go for it. And then release the underbite, exhale. Let's all descend the hips all the way down onto the heels for an extended child pose. Feel the low back release, maybe squish your hips from side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow the hands to come onto the low back, interlace the fingers as though you're holding onto a crystal ball. If you have limited range of motion, you can use a strap or a belt or a scarf and hold on to it, okay? So from here, palms are facing each other, hug the knuckles up towards the sky, pull the shoulders away from the ears, roll through one shoulder at a time, or create big circles in the clouds with your knuckles. Reverse the fluid flow, just let it feel good, that's why we're here. Allow the hands to float back down, sweep the hands forward, and draw yourself up onto your hands and knees. Knees directly underneath the hips. Tuck your toes under. Pick your knees up only 6 inches up off the earth and plant your heart directly on top of your thighs. Look at your navel. Feel the energy from your fingertips all the way to your sits bones. And now exhale, blossom into a down dog. Feel free to pedal through one knee at a time. Spiral up onto the balls of the feet. Just get into your body, get into your down dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Just a nice gentle flow here. Inhale, come back down onto your hands and knees. Exhale into a cat, empty yourself of breath. Inhale, flow into a cow, fill up the belly. Exhale, slide through a bear pose, down dog. Again, inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, cat position. Inhale, cow. Exhale, bear pose, down dog. One more time. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Spread your feet as wide as your mat. If your heels have yet to arrive on the earth, just walk your hands back a smidge. And then begin to sway your hips from side to side. Feeling the outside perimeter of the hips open or the IT band. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow the sway to come to a standstill. Thread the right arm underneath your torso, bracing the left ankle, shin, or quadricep. Look up underneath the left shoulder. Keep the left arm nice and straight. Perhaps you can bend through the right elbow and propel your heart to the left and up towards the sky. And then release, come back into all fours. Thread the left arm under, embracing the right ankle, shin, or quadricep. Peep up underneath the right shoulder. Allow it to feel so super good. Good, and then release. Come back down onto your hands and knees. Allow your knees to be nice and wide, okay? Hands directly underneath the shoulders. And visualize we're going to draw a circle on the earth with our navel. So allow the hips to pulse to the right heel, to the left heel. And then pull your body forward. So I pretend I'm an animal, right? I don't know. Maybe you want to get creative, do that too. Maybe start to incorporate the head. I like to pulse back and forward over a particular area because I find my hip flexor a little jagged here. So I want to just go back and forth like I'm sanding away all that jaggedness with my breath, with my intention. Maybe you want to roll off onto one side, right? Just get into your body. And then now let's reverse the circling. Now to feel nice and round and watery. Good. And then allow that to come to a standstill. Knees are still nice and wide. Shoulders are stacked directly on top of the hands. Okay, try to stand on the knees, well, knees still on the floor. Spread the feet nice and wide so the legs are straight, and hook the heart high towards the sky. Slide those shoulders way down the back body. Now as you exhale, click the heels together, but I want to see you round through the back like a cat to use your core. Push into the palms until you flow into an extended child pose. Inhale, bubble out through the back of the heart. Lift up through the front of the heart. Spread the legs nice and wide to create lots of space in the lower back. And then exhale, click the heels together, round through the back. It's like we're a wave, pulsing back and forth. Inhale, drawing forward, spread those legs nice and wide. Let it feel good again. It's just a matter of letting it happen. One more time. Inhale, back of the heart, front of the heart. Lift your gaze. Slide the shoulders down the back. Exhale, heels click together, rounding through the back, extended child pose. Inhale, draw yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, down dog. All right, so this next flow, you can simply do it down onto your knees like this. I'll show you the right leg extends back, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna come into a 3-leg down dog. Sweeping the right leg high towards the sky. Regardless, we're going to exhale, kiss our right knee, stack our shoulders on top of the wrist, bubble out through the back of the heart. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, stack the shoulders on top of the wrist. Again, inhale, 3-leg down dog. If you're doing it down on your knee, all you have to do is exhale, kiss that right knee. One more time, inhale, 3-leg down dog, or you're still on your left knee. Exhale, knee to nose. Here we go. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. You can stay on your left knee. Exhale, right knee to left shoulder, and 5 little push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Everyone come into 3-leg down dog. So left leg is straight. Elevate high onto the ball of the left foot. Exhale, kiss your right knee. Step your right foot in between the hands. Okay, if you need blocks underneath the hands, place them there. Otherwise, inhale, sweep left leg high towards the sky for a standing split. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to nose. Step left foot to meet right foot. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Again, inhale, lifting up halfway, neutralize through the neck, pour more of your body weight into the balls of the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, extend the arms out to the side, sweep them all the way up towards the sky, palms connect. Exhale, thumbs travel down the center of your vessel. Inhale, root down to rise up, engage through those thigh muscles. And as you swan dive forward, plug those thigh muscles back as your heart emanates forward. Feel free to bend the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to a plank position. Lower down onto the knees. Shave your side body with the elbows, 8 points of contact, or cat to cow. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, let's just rest and pause in a child pose. 3 deep breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Allow the forehead to rest reverently on the earth. The hips to grow heavier onto the heels. And then inhale, draw your body back up onto your hands and knees. Level 1, you stay down onto the knees and extend the left leg back behind you. Level 2, 3, right leg is elevated, or heel is on the floor, left leg is elevated. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose, bubble out through the back of the heart. Inhale, three-leg down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, bubble out through the back of the heart. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to right shoulder. You can still be down on that right knee. And 5 little push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, three-leg down dog. Elevate as high onto the ball of the right foot, everyone. Exhale, left foot steps in between the hands. If it gets stuck, help it forward with the left hand. Kick right leg as high towards the sky as you possibly can. Exhale, knee to nose, contract through the core. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to nose, step right foot to meet left foot. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Walk big toes and heels together for Malasana, our garland pose. Knees splay out to the side like a frog. Try to root the heels into the earth as you walk your hands forward. Shoulders are on the insides of the knees. Spread the knees nice and wide so that your rib cage can slither down onto the inside of the thighs. And attempt to wash your forehead all the way down onto the earth. Breathing in and breathing out. Extend the arms out to the side in front of the knees if you have the space and the ability. And then if you have even more space, hinge through the elbows, taking the left hand and the right hand behind your heels with the palms facing down as you root the crown of the head and the heels heavier into the earth. Slowly release your hands. Gather the knees in towards the midline. Erect the hips back up towards the sky as you exhale. Root down to rise up. Inhale, flat back. Sweep your heart, your head, your hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, thumbs travel down the center of your vessel. Inhale, spread those wings. Prepare to take flight. Straight spine. So remember, you can always bend the knees to guide the heart forward without rounding through the back. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to a plank position. Inhale, come down onto your hands and knees. So this is one of my favorite poses. I look at all the poses kind of like they're games though. So I think I'm always the winner because I have so much fun doing them. But anyways, the right hand comes underneath your sternum. Left hand comes onto your sacrum. Practice rolling the left shoulder on top of the right. And then sweep that left hand high towards the sky. Okay? Then thread the left arm underneath the right arm, placing the left ear and the back of the left shoulder all the way down onto the floor. So I'll do it in this direction so you can see exactly what's going on. All right. So that left hand wants to shimmy down to the right knee, but don't let it. Okay? You can either keep your right hand in front of your heart like a kickstand here. Okay? Otherwise, you extend it up towards the sky. And then you hinge through the right elbow and embrace that left hip flexor. Where is it? There we go. Keep rolling the right shoulder on top of the left. Now the hips are perpendicular. They're stacked right on top of the knee. Okay? And really plug that left hip back too. And then from here, we're going to tuck our toes under and extend our right leg back behind us, okay? Please engage through your core so you don't topple back, and then pick that right leg up. Find your breath. Now flex through the right toes, spiral them to the right, and then up towards the sky for an external rotation. Woo! And you might fall down just like I did if you didn't engage your core. But I had fun. Let's do it again. Here we go. Remember, you can always keep your right hand in front of you. Find that external rotation. So it's kind of like Ardha Chandrasana, right? Half moon pose. Slowly bring that right knee back down, right hand back up, right hand underneath the shoulder, and then pull your body back up onto your hands and knees. From here, tuck your toes under, blossom into a down dog once again. Maybe a unicorn breath, right? Breathing in, breathing out. And then come back down onto your hands and knees. This time the left hand comes underneath your heart, right hand up towards the sky, thread the right arm underneath your torso, placing the back of the right ear onto the earth and the shoulder. Left hand can stay exactly where it's at here. Otherwise, sweep the left hand up towards the sky, hinge through the elbow, and brace that right hip flexor. Tuck your toes under, extend left leg back behind you. Inhale, exhale, lift that left foot up. Flex the left toes, draw them to the left and then up towards the sky. Breathe. Fell down again. Some days, gotta get down to get up, right? So here we go. I hope you're having as much fun as me. And then slowly the left knee comes back underneath the shoulder, hands underneath the shoulders. Whew, straighten out those legs, down dog. Feel free to pedal through one knee at a time, breathing in and breathing out. Just checking on the music here. 4 more breaths. One more breath in. One more breath out. Okay. So from your down dog, I want you to inhale, flow into a plank position. Lower down onto the knees. Untuck the toes. Shave the side body with the elbows. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, wash the forehead back down. TP out through the fingers, elbows up towards the sky. Again, root down through the pubic bone and the hip bones. Try to pick that bottom rib up, but push into your toes, right? Like I'm standing on your feet. Again, rooting down to rise up. Maybe lift your hands up a half inch. Exhale, hands back down. Exhale, extended child pose. Inhale, draw your body back up onto your hands and knees. Tuck the toes, blossom into a down dog. I don't know what happened to the music. Okay, so from down dog, inhale, come back down onto your hands and knees. Left hand comes 1.5 inches in front of the left shoulder. Okay, I'll do it this direction so you can see what the heck I'm doing. And then our right leg extends back behind us, right heel behind left tuck toe. So take your right hand onto your hip, roll your shoulders down the back body, sweep right hand high towards the sky. Okay? Stand firmly on the outside edge of the right foot so you can just pick that left knee up off the earth so you know where to engage. Extend the right arm above the head, picking right foot up off the earth. Inhale here, exhale, contract elbow and knee towards the stars. Inhale, pull length. Exhale, elbow and knee towards your navel. Contract, contract, contract. Inhale, pull length. Exhale towards the sky. Inhale, pull length. Exhale towards the navel. Hold the contraction towards your navel. Like a sloth, slowly step your right foot to meet your left hand. So if it gets stuck, all you have to do is help that right foot forward. TP out through the fingers, slide that left knee as far back as you can. If you need to embrace blocks, this would be a good time to do so. So your blocks are just like little crutches underneath your hands, okay? So that left knee is as far back as possible so that you're more on the quadricep instead of the kneecap itself. As we inhale, we lift up through the heart, our gaze, and then as we exhale, we straighten out that right leg into Ardha Hanumanasana. You see how my hips are stacked on top of my left knee. Again, inhale, bend through the right knee. Exhale, straighten out right leg and flex right toes towards nose. Again, let's try something else on though. Bend the right knee. Pick left knee up off the earth, so now you're in a high lunge. And as you exhale, you get to straighten out the right leg, but the toes stay on the earth for a real wide Parsvottanasana. Again, bend the right knee. Let's just see how it feels today. Try it on for size. Exhale, straighten out. All right, so you choose right knee is bent, either left knee is on the floor or straight. So you can either choose to pulse back, straight legs, or left knee is on the floor and right leg straightens. But now we're gonna reach the right hand forward. So I'll do it at a softer aspect, a modification. So the right hand comes forward, reaching for the moon. Watch it float back behind you, and right hand underneath the shoulder. Exhale, straighten out right leg. Bend right knee. This time the left arm sweeps forward, starward, backward, downward. Exhale, straighten it out. Again, right hand forward, upward, backward, downward. Exhale, straighten it out. Last one, left hand forward, upward, backward, downward. Exhale, straighten it out. So we bend our right knee once again, keep the hands on the earth. If that left knee was elevated, go ahead and lower it. From here, we're gonna come into half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. So again, you can use little blocks underneath your hands if you have them. You can always get them on Amazon or Ross or something. So the right foot is flexed, slide right hip back. Tilt the sits bones higher towards the sky like they're mountain peaks. Try to eliminate any rounding or lumps or bumps in the front body or the back body. It's nice and straight. And then as we exhale, we walk our hands forward. Maybe the chin can come all the way down onto your shins as the forearms rest onto the earth. Maybe, just maybe, you hug the outside edge of your right foot with your right hand so you really feel the engagement. So if you were to touch your upper right thigh, it's rock hard so the hamstring can release. Maybe you're like, Julie, I feel discomfort in my IT band. You keep the right foot flexed and spiral it to the right, and you can feel a different sensation. I try all of these on for size every day, right? Just be willing to be a beginner every morning, and it keeps it nice and interesting. Maybe you have sciatic discomfort and you would prefer to take the right foot to the front left corner of your mat, right? And maybe you don't feel anything at all and you want to come into full Hanuman Asana, which is the splits. Just be aware that that left hip is propelling forward, right? So both of the hip bones are forward, like headlights in your vehicle. Maybe the hands come up. There's a whole bunch of maybes here, right? Breathing in and breathing out. And then from here, go ahead, come back into half splits if you're in full splits. Point your right foot forward. Rebend the right knee, okay? And then walk your right foot off to the left for Ikapada Raja Kapotasana. It's a one-leg pigeon pose, okay? So the right foot is flexed. You're on your right shin like this. The left toe is tucked under to propel that left hip forward. If this is inappropriate on your knee, or just really, really, really painful, feel free to recline onto your back, cross the right ankle on top of the left, okay? Like a figure four. We call this threading the needle. Right hand goes in between the inner thighs, left arm wraps around the shin on the outside of the left leg. Okay? Pushing your right knee forward. Otherwise, we're in Ikapada Raja Kapotasana. Kind of fun to say. The right hip might need a little bit of support, so a block can come underneath the right hip. Okay? Today, I'm not going to get us really active through that right leg and lift up. We're just going to lift our heart high and then glide our heart forward onto our forearms. So it's not a real watery pose here, it's pretty active. So continue to push that left hip forward, take the right hip back, right foot is super duper flexed. Maybe you're on your forearms and you pull the navel up towards the sky. From here, I want you to visualize you're hugging the earth. So the elbows wedge out from underneath the armpits. Maybe a block comes underneath the sternum and or the forehead so that you can surrender and hug the earth. Okay? Just come back to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe the hands come forward, palms come together, elbows above the crown of the head, and the thumbs behind the nape of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Perhaps you want to meander to the right, to the left, right? But we're not just kind of escaping the pose. We're actually going to dive deeper. So we're not running away. Like I said, there's always a hot spot in the poses, like in your physical body, where it doesn't feel so good. Then we become aware of that area and then take this healing, freeing breath into that area so that it can feel delicious. Whether you want to exhale through the mouth, I call it a unicorn breath, lighten your load, or create a ha sound like you're fogging a mirror. Just release, right? Don't hold on. Allow all your feelings to bubble up that need to bubble up. Don't suppress anything, okay? Don't pretend. It's real. Just let it go. Don't overanalyze, but you don't need to hold on. Okay. So from here, take your hands back underneath the shoulders, sweep the head up towards the sky. If you have any props underneath the right hip, I want you to eliminate them now so that we all can kind of cascade off onto that right hip. Okay, take the right heel closer towards that left hip flexor and then swivel and spiral that left foot onto the outside perimeter of the right IT band for Ardha Hanumanasana, our half Lord of the Fishes pose. So I'm on both of my sits bones. Maybe you need to sit on a block, right? I'll sit on a block today just so you can see. So my spine is a lot longer, so I can twist a lot deeper. So I'm going to embrace the left knee with the smile of the right elbow, sweep the left hand high towards the sky. I'm standing firmly on the inside arch of my left foot, and then I watch my left hand float behind my tailbone. And then I lift up through the heart, and then I twist a little bit more. So let's give you a different perspective here. So I'm hugging my left knee towards my right shoulder, right? And my left hand's right behind my tailbone. So my left forearm, I like to push it into the small of my back, my lower lumbar, as though my left arm is the second spinal column. And every time I exhale, I take the navel, the heart, and the gaze over my left shoulder. So you might even be able to wedge your right elbow into the outside edge of the left IT band, keep the shoulders sliding down the back body, and roll a little bit more onto the front of the pubic bone. Good. From here, we unbind, unwind, twirl off to the right, and wash your forehead down. Inhale, sweep the crown of the head up towards the sky. And now step your left foot forward, right knee comes back up towards the sky. So your feet are rooted into the earth. If you have your blocks, I want you to squeeze a block with your knees and then embrace the other block with the hands. You could even use weight in the right and left hand, right? A weighted barbell or something. But you don't need any blocks, you don't need any weights, you just need you. Inhale, and then the hands come forward. Exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time, like a C in the alphabet. And then inhale, block above head. I slide my feet closer towards my face. As I exhale, like I'm serving a platter, my arms come forward. And then I inhale, reach skyward. Exhale, arms forward, roll and round down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, block above head. Exhale, block leads, chin to the chest, push forward and lift upward. Again, inhale, exhale, roll down. Inhale above head, exhale, block leads, push forward and upward. If this is super easy, extend right leg. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Inhale, above head. Exhale, block leads, chin to the chest, push forward, sweep upward, switch kick. Inhale. Exhale, descend. Inhale, above head. Exhale, push forward, sweep upward. Inhale. Two more, right leg. Exhale, descend. Inhale, up above head. Exhale, block leads, chin to the chest, push forward, upward. Inhale. Exhale, descend. Inhale above head. Exhale, push forward and upward. Okay, so keep the block in between the knees. Let's just do a little bit more core. Manipura chakra, our belly. It's all about personal empowerment, okay? So if you ever have an interview or you're going to have conflict, I don't know if that's the right word, but do some core, empower yourself. Hands clap together, interlace all your fingers except for index finger. Okay, arms way off to the right, extend right leg high. Just allow the back of the heart to touch the floor, but not the shoulders, and exhale to the right, 8. Exhale for 7. Maybe you don't go down all the way. Just keep the shoulders lifted. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch kick all the way off to the left. Feel those obliques. Lower down and contract 8. Don't let the shoulders touch. Exhale through the mouth if you must. 6, 7, oops, that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, release. Draw the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. You may enjoy squeezing the block with your feet. Otherwise, maybe you can scooch your feet closer towards your heels, and the hands come behind the hips, lifting up through the heart, sliding the shoulders down the back body. Allow your heart to guide you, okay? Maybe the hands come onto the feet, but if you find that you roll and round through the back, just keep the hands right behind you, rolling onto the front of the pubic bone. Otherwise, close your eyes. Maybe the elbows dig into the upper thighs, maybe into the shins. Maybe you want to walk your arms forward. It doesn't matter. Do what you need to do. Just allow your heart to glide you forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe roll one ear to the shoulder. Inhale, sweep the crown of the head back up towards the sky. Okay, let's all take our peace fingers and our thumbs and wrap them around our big toes. Let's just explore and see what happens here. Can you smile your legs wide open? If not, maybe you need to hold on behind the knees. Ooh, and you find your core balancing for you, right? Otherwise, we look up a little bit more. We elbow, the elbows bend, shoulders slide down our back body. We kick our heels away, breathing in and breathing out. So from here, bringing the right leg in front of the left, arms up towards the sky. Feel how you rolled onto the front of the pubic bone. Try to maintain this elongated spine, and we tap the earth and smile our legs open. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. I don't know, I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Get a little bit more cardio here, feeling our core. I'm pretending I'm in a dance class for some reason. Okay. And then cross the legs. Draw your body up onto your hands and knees your own unique way, right? And blossom into a down dog. Maybe a flubber breath out through the mouth. Lion's breath. Tongue comes all the way to the chin, big bright eyes up towards the sky. You're still in your down dog though. All right, and then come back down onto your hands and knees. From here, we're going to visualize that our spine is a jump rope as we begin to jump it in one direction and then the opposite direction. Okay, and then we get to tuck our toes under. I'll come in this profile. And our toes are tucked under. We extend the left leg back behind us. Left heel cartwheels behind right tucked toe. It's up to you if you want to point your right foot or tuck it, just however you find your stability best. Left hand comes onto your hip, roll left shoulder on top of right. Just for a moment, pick right knee up off the earth, knowing that where you push is into the outside perimeter of the left foot. As the left arm extends on top of the ear, here we go. Lift left foot, inhale, exhale, contract elbow and knee towards the sky. Inhale, pull length, exhale towards your navel. Inhale, pull length, exhale towards the stars. One more, we're gonna hold the contraction. Just like a snail or a sloth, slowly, slowly, slowly step the left foot to meet your right hand. Frame that left foot with your hands, okay? So the right knee is as far back as you can. Maybe hands are underneath blocks or you TP out through the fingers. Right knee is still on the floor for now. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten out left leg. do that one more time. How does that left hamstring feel? Good. You can always use books instead of blocks if you need to. Right? Now pick right knee up off the earth and exhale, straighten out left leg. This time the toes stay on the floor. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, roll wide, Parsvottanasana. So you choose if you want right knee down or right knee elevated. This time I'm going to keep my right leg elevated. It's kind of an amplification. Sweep left hand forward, starward, backward, underneath left shoulder. Exhale, straighten out left leg. Bend left knee. Sweep right arm forward, upward, backward, downward. Exhale, straighten it out. Again, bend left knee. Watch your left hand create this amazing fluid circle, full of life, full of roundness. Exhale. Again, right arm forward, upward, backward, downward. Exhale, straighten it out. Bend left knee, keep your hands on the floor, lower down onto right knee, straighten out left leg for Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, the hips are stacked right on top of the right knee. Left leg is super straight, okay? All right, so slide just the left sit bone back. Do you have that ability? Do you need to embrace your left foot with the left hand or maybe even the right hand? Engage through that quadricep muscle. Slide down onto your chin. Slide in full splits if you desire. Maybe the left toes flow off to the left. Maybe you need to angle your left heel at a different angle to open up a different quadrant in the hamstring, maybe in the sciatic, right? Sometimes I rock my left hip up and down. Sometimes I give the little tapotement. Do what you need to do to set yourself free. Few more breaths here. I'm so happy you're here with me. I can feel it. Even though I'm not sure how to post this. Learning curves, right? It's all just a practice. And then point your left foot. Feel the top of the foot open. Rebend that left knee. Walk the left foot off to the right. Ikapada Raja Kapotasana. Again, you can lay on your back and thread the needle, crossing the left ankle right on top of that right quadricep. You can also sit on your block, blanket, bolster, whatever you have, books, phone books. Do we even have phone books? Okay, so you can see how my left shin is nice and straight in alignment with the front of the mat. If you need to make it easier, the heel comes closer to the hip, okay? So you assess if you need the block or any support here. Inhale, lift up through the heart. How long can your spine grow? And allow your heart to guide you forward. Maybe swoosh from side to side. Let it feel good. Hug the earth if you'd like to. Remember, you're just pushing the right hip forward, left hip back, pulling the navel up towards the sky. And also, get really inquisitive. I know from my head here to down there, there's a spot right in between that I feel a little glitched up, right? But I could bypass that. I could just hug the earth. But I want you to really address that area. Your body is talking to you. It's a lot smarter than your mind. So go ahead and listen. So kind of try to find that tight area that doesn't feel so good, right? Such a weird thing to say. Try to feel your pain. But just listen to it, right? Let it go. Any variations here? Know that there's some other variations. You can extend your right arm, thread the left arm under for a twist. Left arm comes forward, right arm under. Slowly, slowly, you'll become familiar with all the poses and what you need to do to open up. I'll guide you through the basic foundations, but it's really up to you to make it your own. And then sweep the crown of the head up towards the sky. Elevate the crown of the head, okay? Remove any blocks onto that left hip as we spiral that right foot forward. Good. So the right foot's on the outside perimeter of that left leg. If this is inappropriate for you, you can straighten that bottom leg, that left leg, Okay, you're still gonna get your twist though, okay? So I'll do it with this variation. Otherwise, that left knee is still bent. Both sits bones are on the earth. Those are the things that you sit on. So the right knee is melting into the smile of the left elbow. Our right arm reaches for the moon. And then we watch the right hand float back behind us. We lift up through our heart, and then we take our navel, our heart, our gaze over our right shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. So every time we inhale, we pull longer. And every time we exhale, we take the navel, the heart, and the gaze over the right shoulder. But we don't revert back, right? We just continue to roll onto the front of the pubic bone. Draw a little bit longer through the tail, through the head, and then exhale, twist even more. And now let's unwind, unbind, twirl off to the left, and sweep the crown of the head back up towards the sky. Good, draw the right kneecap up, left kneecap up. Let's come down onto our forearms. Spread your feet as wide as your mat again, and just windshield wiper the knees from side to side again. It should feel delicious. Knees back up, go ahead, recline all the way onto your back. From here, we're gonna come into a 90-degree position. Okay, just seeing how much longer we have, like 4 more minutes, okay. Here we go, legs up towards the sky. Know that you can just stay here. You could also use a block and place it underneath your tail, sacral area, and extend the legs up. Otherwise, we're gonna come into Halasana, into Sarvangasana. So plow pose into a shoulder stand. So our legs are up towards the sky. I'm gonna push into my palms. Keep the chin in alignment with the sternum as you come into Halasana, plow pose. Allow all 10 fingers to face up towards the sky. Okay, feel that dynamic stretch from the head to the tippy toes, and then extend the legs up. So maybe the booty is kind of dropped, but I want you to think about those heels right on top of the elbows, pushing the pelvis closer towards your face. Maybe roll through the ankles, and then the right leg comes down, right leg comes up. Left leg comes down, left leg comes up. Just continue to alternate, flushing our kidneys. Both legs down. Maybe your hands can embrace your achilles as your knees brush across your face with the shins. Knees bend. And then from here, take your right knee towards your right shoulder, extend left leg long and forward. Right arm floats out through the shoulder. Left knee floats all the way down, right knee floats all the way to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Keep that left leg nice and straight. You can either keep that right arm straight, bend through the elbow, or extend it back behind you, just opening up a different area in the pectoral. And then inhale, gaze skyward. Hug that right knee, extend the right leg long and forward. Left knee bends, left arm out through the shoulder. Float that left knee off to the right, look over the left. So sometimes you might need a block underneath the shoulder if you have any healing areas, right? And again, you choose left arm out, bent, or try it all on for size. And then slowly roll onto your back. Hug your knees into your heart. Swirl them around a few times. Around a few more times. Coming into our Maha pose, the most important pose, Savasana. So go ahead, recline onto your back. Get as snug as a bug in a rug. If you have an eye pillow, place it on you. Your feet are wider than your hips, the palms face up towards the sky. You close your eyes, you take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. No longer controlling your breath, staying in your corpse pose, breathing. So I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is love, of peace, of light and truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am that place in me, we are one. Namaste.